Welcome back to Pokemon Moon. We're going to be doing another trial in this video. Man, they go fast when you're just skipping all the actual video for the trainers.
Yes.
So to finally lead up to what we said last part, what do you guys think about
Dude, what
the
are you
idea
doing in
of
my
being
room?
able to what do you guys think about being able to ignore a majority of the trainers because of the new free range movement you guys are allowed?
You see, the thing is that I always fight all the trainers anyway. That's a habit that I
Easy
got.
experience.
Yes, same here.
Well, you see, I'm paranoid about skipping trainers now is the thing. And we can think, you see, I've made it a personal mission not to bitch about Gen 4 too much during this playthrough. Success is not guaranteed there, I should mention. But one thing about Gen 4 was that if you wanted to actually transfer your Gen 1, 2, and 3, well, no, just your Gen 3 Pokemon, sorry, up, you needed to at least have seen every Pokemon in the regional Pokedex, which is dumb. And the only way that you could have absolutely made sure that you've seen every Pokemon in the regional Pokedex is by fighting every trainer in the game. And that's also very dumb. So I'm now paranoid about skipping trainers because that hurt me too much. So yeah. I mean,
Wow,
also
that's-
it gives you so much experience that you're just going to steamroll through the rest of the game anyway. So
It sounds like a dumbass rule, considering that, that probably includes the legendaries. There's also Pokemon that don't appear in the wild in whatever version you're playing.
yeah, basically. So if you miss, it does include the legendaries, and if you miss, say, one evolved version of a Pokemon that doesn't, or just one random Pokemon, you're not going to be able to find it normally. Unless if you look it up online, which, to be fair, they expect you to do that now. I don't think that this is true for every
More or
Pokemon
less.
game. I don't think, and it's honestly one of my biggest problems with the series is that this series expects you to look on Bulbapedia and Cerebi in order to find out anything. There's nowhere
Now
in
it
these
does.
games that lists where all of the egg moves are. You
Yeah,
won't know
that's
what you won't know what your egg moves are unless if you just trial and error it over and over.
During one of the previous parts last session, I was complaining about the arcane wizardry parts of these games.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, so it gets really, really bad at some points, though. For example, the Gen 5 starter Oshawott, it can learn the move Sacred Sword through breeding. The only way, however, that it can learn this move through breeding is if you breed it with a Smeargle who has learned the move Sacred Sword via Sketch, and the only Pokemon that learn this move are also, mostly legendaries. So, just the amount of steps that go into all that it's nuts. So, I don't blame the people who only play using online programs where they can just type in whatever they want. It's just faster that way.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost kind of surprised they just don't have that method anyway.
Yeah.
Just for multiplayer stuff.
What do you think the largeness of my area? What kind of greeting is that?
Huge tracts of land.
When you speak to he has some kind of weird line about volume too after you beat him. So yeah.
Hey, if I got a word for you, girth battle.
You can't ignore Gary.
Oh wait, okay, so I remember. So I'm thinking the closest thing they have to that is the rental Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium, but those guys always sucked. So, no, not really. I guess that doesn't really count.
Yeah, the rental Pokemon were just there in case you were that idiot who bought or rented the game without actually owning Pokemon first.
Did we talk about what do you guys think about the soundtrack? Well, compared to previous generations,
It's
a
good.
very good soundtrack.
It's not.
There are some are better. Some tracks are better than others. I wouldn't put it up there with Gen 2 or 5, but it's kind of like the rest of the game. Really, it's not quite as good as those two generations, I feel, but it's better than everything else.
Yeah, that's kind of where, because there are a couple of tracks in this game that I absolutely adore. The ranch theme, the Pokepelago theme, Vast Pony Canyon is phenomenal.
Yeah, Vast Pony Canyon is amazing.
And also in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, there's a new legendary theme, which I won't spoil, but it's awesome. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about.
So, Please allow me to make a pun. Tell me this is a marsh.
No, this is, it's a forest.
A jungle.
Oh, jungle.
Oh.
Jungles and forests are the same
I
thing.
can't have jungle Mallows.
Although since he's named Mallow, does that mean Mario RPG remake confirmed?
Is she a frog?
Uh,
No,
No, she's a cloud person.
no,
Yeah.
that's clearly a frog, Ryan. Oh, you actually have, I forgot that you actually have to use Stoutland for this, in this version.
I think, I don't know, maybe it's because I played the hell out of Gen 1 and 2. I mean, I played a good chunk of Gen 4. I played Gen 5 and X and Y and Sun and Moon. I just can't remember the soundtracks as often as I did with Gen 1 and 2. I'm sure a big part of that is nostalgia, but I also just like to think that the themes in those games are just better composed.
Well, the Gen 1 themes are certainly some of the most iconic, for sure.
Yeah.
But I really, really love Gen 5's soundtrack. The Black and White 1 mixes in particular, I adore. Like, there's a dungeon in Black and White 1 called the Relic Castle, and that theme might be, like, my favorite Pokemon theme ever. It's so good.
Mushroom-flavored marshmallows. What would those taste like?
Mushrooms.
Shit. It tastes like shit.
I've never
Probably,
eaten
yeah.
a mushroom before, actually, now that I think about it. Wait, no,
Mushrooms are great.
that might not be true. Like, I'm sure I've had mushrooms in, like, a... No, wait, no, that's definitely not true, because I went to a Starflight place once and had mushrooms there. I lie, never mind.
Yeah, but did you taste the mushroom
I don't,
like individually, or did you just have it as a combination of other things?
I don't remember. Like, I couldn't tell you what it tasted like.
I'll
I'll tell...
a mushroom's. I don't like a mushroom's texture. It's too gummy.
Yeah,
It
but,
depends on how you cook it.
yeah, but
It
that's
does depend on how you cook it, yeah.
that's how you grow big and strong, Ryan. I mean, John.
Mushrooms are excellent as part of a sauce, like, say, with a Salisbury steak. That's
I'd
great.
rather eat a metal cap. That's nutritious.
Yeah, you have all those
But you chew on
minerals.
tinfoil.
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting plenty of minerals.
Oh, you could do the Poke Finder, Ryan. Aww.
No.
So,
What did you think this playthrough was gonna be, thorough or something?
so did you guys SOS call here for the Goomy?
Fuck no.
Which you have to have it.
Fucking
I think you have to have it raining, and then it has to be called through SOS during the rain. And I think the only way you can do that is with Rain Dance,
Rain
which I
Dance.
don't know if anybody can learn by
Wow.
this point in the game. Either.
The grass has finally evolved. Now only 20 more levels, and it'll be the killer grass from Ultima 3.
You see what?
Killer grass.
Oh yeah, they're invisible enemies, and so the game calls them the grass.
No, there's two invisible enemies, actually. One outside Exodus's castle, which is the grass that's invisible in a grassy area. And then on your way to the final boss area, well, not really so much a final boss, but final encounter, there's a room where the floor attacks you. And it's a bitch, because those enemies are also invisible, and this is a game with positioning in its battles. So you have to move around and hope the floor doesn't kill you, which it probably does.
You see, one thing that I miss from the old generations is that if you used cut in the middle of a grassy area, you would actually cut down the grass. So, eat your heart out, Link. Alright? There's no rupees or hearts hidden in there, though. Which, you know.
I forgot that was a thing that could happen, yeah.
There's no real reason to do it, unless if you just really don't feel like fighting anything. But
Yeah, but then you're wasting time going into your menu and activating cut every time. You might as well just fight some Pokemon.
yeah, it also, there's an animation too, so it genuinely does take longer. But it's just one of those things where you could do it. It was a thing.
Occasionally I would do it when there was like one block of grass between me and where I needed to go, and I was just like I'm not even gonna chance it, because I know the RNG is gonna fuck me over and trigger a battle the moment I step into that grass.
Yeah. I think another thing in Gen 3, I believe there was some grass that was too thick to ride your bike through, and if you cut it once, it would become normal grass, and then if you cut it again, it would go away. So...
Say if you cut it once, and old man Jacob would say, "Hey, thanks for cutting my grass," and gave you 20 Poké Dollars.
That's like 10 cents, John.
Omen Jenkins doesn't know understand the concept of inflation, Ted.
Okay, good point. Back in his day, he could buy a car with that.
Yes. Or a
Sodas
lawnmower.
cost a nickel. Them were good times.
That $300 lemonade.
Yeah. Shame about all the racism, though.
I think
Oh, no, that's still here, too, John.
Poké Dollars should be counted in yen. Just saying.
It's just more fun to think about it as $300 lemonade.
It is more fun to think about it as $300, but that's a $3. That's $3
That's
lemonade.
still
which is
stupid
expensive
expensive
enough.
lemonade.
Yes, that's convention lemonade.
That's when we get to the $500 lemonade. And I'm not talking in Poké Dollars. I'm saying if you go to a convention and actually want some lemonade, you're paying $500 real dollars. Go to the
500.
food court across the street, guys. Is the moral of the story.
Yeah, I remember. Which convention was it? MomoCon or TMG that had the? I think
That's
it was
MomoCon,
MomoCon down
yeah.
in the expo floor where like you could buy a slice
Momocon
of
has
pizza.
the CNN headquarters.
You could buy a slice of pizza for $5, which is the amount it would take to buy an individual whole pizza at my pizzeria around the corner. So, yeah.
You're using a thick club to make food here when that's a 1 in 64 drop, for the record, lady. Like, geez. Learn
I
it.
think this should be on Pornhub.
It probably is.
Oh.
Oh.
Dramatic, scary music.
Piercing gaze. Everybody's a critic.
Reminds me of a zero punctuation Prince of Persia review that involved grass seeds. Oh. What in the name of...
You see, I actually really like Laurentis' design, so I want to use it, but its stats are garbage. So...
Except for here.
Yeah,
This
except for
doesn't
here.
look like a Pokemon. This looks like a common rider monster.
Is it the arms?
Yeah, it's the arms. See, the thing about Kamen Rider monsters, especially if you go back as far as Double or older, is that, like, the costumes were really obviously made of rubber, and they had really bad CG because they weren't Power Rangers monsters that just sort of flailed around at you and exploded when you hit them. They actually, shot fireballs, and the hero would fight them with stretchy arms and drill legs and stuff like that. So the battles are simultaneously, like, really fun to watch and really hokey.
Well, that's the best kind.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so...
recommend... Oh,
Oh, damn it, you didn't
not
kill
quite.
it. So that means it's going to get the Comfey out, which makes this fight obnoxious. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you got lucky. Oh, wait, no.
Cast
No, wait, no.
form.
The cast form. Oh, I forgot. That's even worse. If you let this fight go on long enough, it'll use Sunny Day, and it will basically... It has the physical version
It'll spam
of Solar Blade.
solar beam,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
So... That's pretty... It has, I think, Synthesis, too. So it can
Like
full
that. Of
course it does.
It can full heal itself. So...
Oh, damn it.
Yep. Sunny day. Hopefully the speed out makes me outspeed it.
Does the Sunny Day affect Synthesis?
Yes, it makes it
Yes,
a
it
full
does.
heal as opposed to a half heal. So, Synthesis is like Recover under normal weather. It's a full heal under sunlight. But under hail, rain, and sandstorm, it's like a quarter heal, for example. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it's a really good move, but it's just if there's any other weather going on, because I don't think sunny day teams are that common. I think people tend to run rain dance teams more often, because sunny day tends to upgrade grass type Pokemon more than fire type Pokemon, and guess what moves grass types are weak to? Whereas, like, I think the only downside to water types for using rain dance is that Thunder is now 100% effective, but people don't usually use Thunder as opposed to Thunderbolt, so it's kind of a waste of time there to even kind of bother. So
I'm curious as to if there are team combinations that take advantage of Rain Dance making Thunder 100% accurate.
oh yeah, there is. So some Kyogre, the legendary Pokemon from Sapphire version, its ability makes it rain as soon as it enters the arena, and it can learn Thunder.
Right.
So there's no reason to have it know Thunderbolt as opposed to Thunder, because that move's always going to be 100% accurate anyway.
It's
I'm
always
sorry.
raining when it's around. The
I'm
depressing
sorry.
fuck.
Is that Pokemon's the fire cat Pokemon? Is its collar on fire?
Yeah.
Its collar
Is
is
the fire clipping through its neck?
No, the fire is its neck.
But like it looked like the fire was clipping through its neck.
I don't think there's... I'd need to look at it again, but the Pokemon are pretty well animated. I don't think there's supposed to be a lot of clipping. But again, I have the world's worst memory. So, who are you people? Why am I here? Okay, then.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we have the Grassy move, which is not going to actually be all that useful because the next trial is not weak to grass.
Well, no, it is. Technically, the next person is. weak to
Okay,
grass.
Mallow. I finished your trial. I'll get out of your way so you can go pay that girl from Black and White a visit and give her shorts back.
Oh, right. The grand trial. Oh, I was thinking of Sophocles' trial. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, you already have the water one, though, so you don't need it.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, Mallow sucks at cooking.
Oh, they're worse at handling spice than I am. I haven't run out of the...
You think Hawaii would be fine with that, considering he's fire?
Shit, I should have made him sign waivers.
See, I haven't run out of the restaurant because the food was too spicy in 3 weeks.
Because I can't experience emotion. But I'm telling you right now, I'm dying inside.
Why do people always give you stuff in this game? What's so great about this guy that it's like...
Because they need to get rid of it somehow.
Yeah,
Are
but
you
every
people
time you talk
following
to
me
anybody
around?
in this game, they're like, here, have 20 Ultra Balls. Here, take 5 potions. Like, what's so great about this emotionless, blank staring...
Socialist paradise.
Okay.
There's always going to be people.
My
who-
favorite, Jen.
There's always going to be like old school Pokemon fans who come from who don't care about the story anymore and only find motivation in talking to NPCs when they give you stuff. So,
Isn't
I
that all
guess it
RPGs?
appeases them.
Yeah, you only help... Yeah. You see, that's something that a game should deconstruct. Oh, you're only helping me because I'm giving you shit. Oh, yeah. And then... you see, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't get my social link up to max with you because I actually like you. I just wanted your persona. All right? Cool.